With love, from Miss Sayé Yabandeh, Ambassador to the Galactic Federation of Light.
Oh, I love hearing that. Have you ever experienced human reincarnation?
I have.
What era was that?
Quite a while back, if we're looking from the human perspective of a linear. Let me put it into your wording. I was in Atlantis.
Oh, okay.
But not necessarily as many humans would like to believe that they were someone powerful. I was not. It was just to experience the human light.
Did I meet you in Atlantis?
If you did, you would not have noticed. I was a male, quite insignificant. Quite small. Not physically, from a perspective of rank.
So there was ranking during Atlantis?
In a way, yes. There were those who had more knowledge and those who had less knowledge.
Okay, so the knowledge, what it was important and valued the most.
Not necessarily valued the most, but those who knew more felt more powerful.
Speaking of power, and during that time, those who had more knowledge and clearly higher ranking became more powerful. Did the same thing happen? They used their power for not good?
They used their power for what they thought was important. Yes, as you look at it, it might not be for good. As they looked at it, they thought they used it for improvement.
Improvement of?
Improvement of their power and their knowledge.
Interesting. What is most precious from those times for you that you remember, the experience that you had in Atlantis?
The beauty of the land.
How different was it from current Earth?
Not as much different. Do you mean as far as the nature?
The nature, the beauty that you are referring to.
The beauty is still the same. Nature is always beautiful.
Yes. Yes, indeed. So good. My understanding is that humanity is evolving into Homo luminous. How is this shift affecting the physical body? And what should we do or know to be able to support this transformation and make it quicker?
There is no quicker. A short version of the answer would be to work on the self. That is it.
Working on the self, letting go limiting beliefs, working on the dense emotions,
Yes.
taking care of the body.
Yes. But for a lot of humans, not taking care of the self comes with the beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, yes, you start from the beliefs and then you work through that.
Would you make an example? I'd be delighted to be your guinea pig.
You're not a very good example because you have done quite a lot of work. If we take a person who is not in touch with their emotions in general,
Mm-hmm.
the first step would be awareness.
Yes.
Awareness that certain things do bother you. We have spoken about this before, but I shall repeat.
Well, thank you.
Everything that is happening around you is happening for you. It is not happening to harm you. It is happening to think about it as bring you back to who you truly are, to help you understand who you are. Therefore, if you start being mindful and living in the now, and in a way analyze to some degree, not overanalyze, of what's happening. Take anything that's happening in your life. Let's say you have a disagreement with your better half. We understand that is a saying, a better half.
Yes, you're correct. We understand.
What is it that is bringing up emotions within you about this disagreement? And remember, this person is there to help you bring those emotions out. If you decide to separate with this person without taking care of the emotions, universe will just bring you the next person who will do the same. You are constantly being helped to progress and heal. Therefore, use that by looking into what is it that is bothering you and how is it making you feel about yourself. Because ultimately it is not what the other person is doing.
Yes.
It's how is it that you're feeling about yourself based on how that person is treating you. And that person will, in some cases, not treat you well. Not because they are not a good person, but because that is what you need at this moment.
Thank you for that. Thank you for repeating yourself. We often see individuals putting so much effort, great deal of energy towards darkness, towards achieving their aims that are not for the highest good of all, manually, physically, mechanically. And they achieve it.
Yes.
How do we know that if we sit in our peace, in our heart space, and not contribute or not go to fight with that, just remain in our center, it's sufficient when we can see that they are actually achieving their aims by putting so much effort, so much energy into creating those dense events for everyone else.
It is the same. I will be repeating myself again. And we understand your question. You can go and fight if you wish. But before you do, ask yourself, what is this event? Or what is this, whatever it is that you're choosing to go fight for? What do those people that are doing something that you believe is dark? It's a belief on your part. What emotions do these people, by doing whatever it is that they're doing, bring up in you? Again, everything around you is for your benefit.
Yes.
To look at yourself. And once you work through those emotions, and it could be that you feel that justice needs to be served. Why? Why do I feel so about justice? And it could be that it brings you back to childhood, being a child, the youngest of 5, let's say, and being always overlooked or blamed for that someone else did. And from that young age, you wanted justice, mainly for yourself. Is that what it is?
Okay, let's say it is.
Well, work with that. You're no longer a child. Work with that emotion, because besides justice, below is hurt. It's hurt of not being believed. It's hurt of not being heard, and so on. There are many emotions to work through. And once you work through it, decide, do I still want to go and fight? And why not? Go do it if that is truly what brings you joy. If it brings you joy, go do it.
Beautiful. A lot to unpack there.
Because if every single person goes and does it, they will figure out who they truly are. Including those people that you say that are doing dark things. They're doing dark things not because they're healed. They're doing dark things because of the beliefs that they have and the fears. Therefore, if everyone works through their emotions and heal, yes, the ideal is there will be peace, tranquility, and unconditional love. It is quite a long road, but each and every one can help by taking responsibility for your own healing.
With love, from Miss Sayé Yabandeh, Ambassador to the Galactic Federation of Light.